shadow pick up. Which one? That one?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee.
Welcome, everybody.
All decked out in my red for Moon in Aries. I see you're wearing pseudo-red.
And blue.
And blue. Hope everybody's doing well. When Moon is in Aries, I feel fine.
Absolutely.
Oh, but I forgot the fire from the phony fireplace. I love it. Oh, that's capturing his attention again.
Yes, we kind of figured that.
I have relegated Sunny to the side of me today. You may or may not see him.
So what's new, Banshee?
I didn't win the car. I didn't win the car.
Oh, that's so last weekend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So what is new, Mr. O?
I don't know.
Not much, really. We've been hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging in there. COVID numbers are up in our state. That's not good, of course. We're
Hi, Gina.
joining the rest of the country there. Gina, hello. Okay. Well, what is new is my oracle choice for today is not new, but it is the Divination of the Ancients oracle cards. I'm going to grab one from there, have Mr. O grab one for us. Woohoo! What is new is we announced, oh hi, Sile. I'll add you to the list. All right.
Hello, Divine. We saw you there. And thank you for the very lovely email we received earlier this evening.
Oh boy, that's not good, Angel. I agree, Gina. I still have my sights on that lucky for life. All right, Mr. O,
I'm ready.
pull a card for us. Numerology. How
Well, we do
cool
a
is that?
dabble in that.
We dabble a bit in that, the numbers, don't we? Yes.
We play the numbers.
And I play the numbers, so hey, I've got nothing against numerology, absolutely. So let's see what we've got here. What message does this have for
It
us?
says precision
It
underneath.
does.
Yes.
It does. Everything you have worked for hangs in the balance, so it is vital that you go through every detail thoroughly. You cannot afford to make errors at this time. Focus and precision will help achieve the results you desire. If you are serious about eliminating debt, step away from poverty consciousness and negative thinking. If you want to draw more money to you, clean and organize your physical environment. You hear that, Mr. O? Clean and organize our physical environment so as to make room for it to come. Keep a record of all your expenditures. Draw up a profit and loss sheet to record your income and expenses. Gee, this sounds like our accountants for the business. Check your bank statements carefully. Research utility and other companies to find the best rates. It's time to take back control. So they give a little chant or incantation, and it goes like this. My head's no longer in the sand. I'll focus on the task at hand and check each detail of my debt so nothing will slip through the net. What? So Sunny was just trying to look for a way to slip through the barrier. As I read that, that is so funny. Your accuracy wins you a sought-after position. Number sequences confirm a message. An important event coincides with an auspicious date. Keep visualizing a preferred balance on your bank statement. Ooh, that's an awesome idea. Right there. I like that.
And I see that Libra has joined us. Hello there.
Hey, Libra. Good to see you on a Thursday.
All right.
All right.
So that was numerology.
Oops. And that goes in there. All right. Well, what do you got for us today, Mr. O?
I have the Karma Music Tarot.
Okay.
Two of Wands. And I have the Tarot of the Ancestral Paths. That's the Sun. And then the Mermaid Tarot. Tarot of the Mermaids.
Ah, because I put mine away.
Did you?
Yes.
That's so psychic of me. That's the Ace of Chalices from the Mermaid Tarot. And you? What do you have?
What do I have? Well, we're going to be rotating and shuffling the Lenormand by Cyril Marchetti cards. So there is the wonderful clover in that card. Speaking of luck, speaking of lottery, we want to see the clover come up, we gamblers. And then I have again, I believe this is the As Above Tarot. Yes, it is, because this is the Tower card in that deck, renamed as Omens. You can still see the lightning strike and the lightning striking a tree there. And a partner deck with the As Above deck is the So Below deck. And I think I showed that one last time, so let's go with the Emperor, I believe it is, and a fine female emperor at that. At least I think it is. So
yeah, that's the Emperor.
Yes. So that's those two decks. We have the Dancing in the Dark. Ooh, this looks interesting. It's the Page of Cups in that deck.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
I don't know. It does
not.
look like someone. I was just thinking it does. I can't think of who.
Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray. Oh. And then we have the Dark Woods Tarot. This is the Ten of Cups in that deck. I think Casey said on Sunday he liked this deck. And finally, is that it?
I thought you had already shown maybe too many tarots.
Too much tarot. There can't be too much.
But you showed more than me, maybe.
I did.
Okay.
I have 4.
4?
I've been having 4 lately.
I see.
All right, so let's see. We all want Lucky for Life. I'll take even the Fantasy 5 at this point, I'm not greedy. I'm willing to share too with anybody who,
of course.
wins with me. That's all right. And I'm speaking in terms of how sometimes 2 people win. That's not a problem for me. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people so far. We've got Angel Mary came in first, and then Mama T, Divine You, Angel Rivera, Gina, Sile, and Libra Cusp. And I think that's all I've got right now. We'll see what happens. See if it's a quieter Thursday. All right, Angel Mary, you can go ahead with your question. Oh, and by the way, just saying, are we okay? We on?
Yeah, we're on.
Okay. Happy hour has been announced. It's going to be this Saturday at 10 a.m. So be there. We've had enough bad news lately. Terrible news today out of Afghanistan. And so let's do something happy. Come to happy hour and get a positive message from Spirit. 1 card draw, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Divine, thank you for your generous donation. I did just check. I am very much in your in awe. Thank you so much. I'm very,
Aw.
very, very touched.
I
Thank
wonder
you.
what he was doing. He was offline.
Well, I was asked to check my account.
Aw.
So,
Mr. O, could you please check Divine? You're so nice. Thank you.
you're so sweet.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, so we've got Angel Mary's question. It's Malek. What Malek loves about me? Okay. How about your mermaid deck, Mr. O?
Okay, sure. Can I let you shuffle first?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, Mama T, you are here. I do see you. Sorry. Hey, Divine you are welcome anytime. All right, let's see. I know, I was just about to hand it to you and I saw you were still typing. So,
Just taking care of business.
I had a dentist appointment today.
Did everything come out all right?
Oh, thank goodness nothing came out per se. They were fixing kind of a cracked filling, no surprise. And it turned out in between the time I set that appointment, something else went amiss. And they fixed that too. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting all these pokes in the arm lately. The needle in the jaw or, in the mouth there didn't bother me at all this time, Mr. O. And you know what a baby I am about these things.
You're no longer working on your last particle of nerve because it's gone.
Maybe. My nerves are shot. I'll have to think about that one. Good play, Mr. O. Good play.
I appreciate all the love we get from so many people there in so many ways. And all I can say is we're a reflection of all of you. So if you think, really good things about us, then that's because we think those about you in a way, or that you are those things too.
I'll leave it at that. And cut the cards. Let's see. Let's see this first. Oh. Got all this room. I like this setup.
I do too, because
All right.
I don't have to deal
We
with...
will have to do a Sunny Ham once in a while when he's around. He's not around.
Maybe he won't come back.
Oh.
Well...
We might lose viewership over that.
Okay.
The
What do you
Five
got
of
here?
Cups. Five of Cups is reversed, which I think is a good way to have it. The Knave of Chalices, which is the page, correct? The Page of Chalices
Yes, that's correct.
is upright. Four of Pentacles is upright. So the question again was, what's Malik loves about Angel Mary?
Well, somebody has some clingy tendencies here. It's kind of interesting. What's that first one? The Five of Cups? I don't remember exactly, but is Malik been away from a while? Is coming back into your life? Thank you. Or is it possible that there's some way that Malik feels you've come back into their life? I think that's part of it. But I'm wondering if maybe somebody has some amount of clingy tendencies, maybe that is a little off-putting, or at times endearing too, though. So like it vacillates, kind of like too much, too little. It's never in the exact Goldilocks zone. Just right.
I was just looking at my delay. I got a pretty good delay today.
Okay.
Interesting, because Sonny's not even here yet. He should be. All right, so I'm curious about this too. Oh, one card pull from the Karma Music, please. Review the later. You have it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. We'll do that, Gina. Okay, if you have to run out.
Karma's been missing you.
All right, so let's take a look here. Okay, here's what I think, Angel Mary. You know, I know what he's saying about clingy. You got that from the Four of Pentacles, I believe.
Yeah.
But the way I think I'm going to look at the Four of Pentacles here is that I feel that maybe what Malik likes about you is that he feels, you know, support from you, or that he feels, you know, cared for by you, nurtured by you, maybe. The other thing is that, well, I think I don't know if, I guess I see what you're saying here, Mr. O. I'm wondering too, when I see that Five of Cups reversed, along with the Knave of Chalices, if Malik isn't thinking there's like another opportunity here to rekindle something, or to start over, or to start fresh, maybe. Maybe Malik has come out of a bad relationship and is looking at this as a new, brighter opportunity. So since I'm not really sure the situation between you and Malik, it's kind of one of those scenarios, I think. What do you think?
Right. That's why I kind of mentioned that too. I guess I could go along with what you're saying with the Four of Pentacles. It makes more sense maybe in terms of the question. But I think that to Malik, you are somehow returning to him, or that your being around him makes him feel like something is opening up again for him, with that Page of Cups there too, sort of a time of feeling and senses being more vivid, especially as they pertain to emotions. So we pulled the Lenormand, and we have the Lily, which is nice. And we have the Well. Is that the Well or the Wishing Well?
It's the Wishing Well.
Okay,
yeah.
That's one of those other extra
Right,
cards, isn't
correct,
it? Yes.
correct. That's not a traditional Lenormand card. That's one that the artist added to the deck.
Right.
And I think that I look at this and I think to myself, because the Wishing Well indicates deep or depth, and deep feelings or deep emotions, or going deep, diving deep. And I almost think that maybe Malik would like to, you know more about you, or possibly maybe there's some depth here that could grow in time.
I'm getting a little bit of that, but I'm thinking like Malik has evolved somehow. This is an evolution.
Maybe.
This is a maturation, and some of that is that maybe even if it's not necessarily he's become this more incredibly mature person than he ever was before, it may just be in respect to his feelings about you, that he has a deeper feeling for you. He has a feeling of wanting to know you more. He wants to have more, a deeper understanding of you, as a possible interest for him.
Yeah, and if it's, well, I like what you said, because, yeah, if it was tied to the question, yes. But I almost wonder, too, if it's just not something about Malik that's come out here. Oops, there goes my pen. That maybe it's just saying that Malik is maturing, and it may have nothing to do with you per se, but it might affect how he deals with you, or looks at you now. So that's what we have at this point, Angel Mary. I hope that gives you some insight.
All right.
Good luck with that. All right, let's see. And you can keep these because you will do the next one.
Okie dokie.
All right, so let's move on to Mama T. Hey, Mama T, I bet you have a question for us. And Divine You after that, Angel Rivera, Gina, Sile, and Libra.
Okay. You're welcome, Angel.
You're welcome, Angel Mary. Oh, Sunny, and you're getting fur all over my tablet holder here. Ay. Drop in cards. Better yours than mine. Okay, Mama T's probably typing. Hopefully. I know she's having some phone problems, so we'll give a minute.
For those who might be interested, I had an episode of Goth Tarot show up yesterday, and that's my look at the shadow, dark side of life, understanding the philosophies of things that happen to you, and maybe understanding that wisdom.
Look at that mysterious Mr. O there. Don't you just want to watch that show?
I'm not going to do the hard sell. Do it or else somebody's going to be hurt. Me.
You're
But
silly.
also watch my outlook on the emotional exchanges, which is a lighter look at emotional qualities. Maybe talks about love or relationships or good feelings you could have. And then, of course, there's Banshee's Material Matters, Sundays at 10 a.m. So check those out. And guess what? In case you didn't know, we decided we're going to do our happy hour on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 1 hour, one pull per person positive message from Spirit. So,
You must have been busy when I mentioned that before.
What?
Yeah, happy hour.
I know you mentioned it,
Okay.
but I showed the picture when I mentioned it.
Well, I don't have that control, Mr. O. All right, Mama T, maybe you have frozen, so we will check back with you. Let's move on to Divine You, and if Mama T comes in,
We'll slip you in.
We'll slip you in.
Right. We seem to have reverted to the slower Thursday nights so far.
Yeah, so
we won't have
so
a
far,
problem
so
getting to
good.
you. But a previous Thursday, we had quite a few people, and we were shocked that we had so many views that time because it had tapered off a little bit. So yes, go ahead, Divine Universe, and thank you once again for your donation. We really appreciate that.
And we'll give Divine a minute. So anything else up?
Well, I just ran through most things. I'll just show the schedule then. Oh, there's Mama T. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we'll do Mama T now then.
We'll do Mama T first and then Divine You after. Yeah, let's see what the cards say. I'll get a deck. How about you shuffle first?
How about it?
How about it? Are you playing with my... Oh, you silly cat. He's a little off camera, so...
Yeah, we see your message.
Get it, Sonny. All right.
Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. This is number 13. Speaking of numerology. And then we have the reversed Five of Swords. Oh, that's one of those...
Difficult cards.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Oh no, we've got it, Mama T. We're good.
Yeah, we have you. And then we have the reversed Two of Cups.
Wow, this is very interesting. I feel like your father recognizes his role in, what happened that separated you, that broke you apart. I think your father recognizes that and also sees you now as a far better, a better person that you've come out. He feels anyway, that you have come out okay. Now, I hope that doesn't mean he's trying to take credit for that, because it doesn't sound like this was very happy here at all. What do you think, Mr. O? I want to get your take on this.
Well, I have a little bit of a mixed feeling because
Yeah.
I could sort of see what you're saying there, that in essence, just because of the way we pull the cards and then the way I display them, that you are actually above these strifeful or wrongful or no one wins situations or situations of betrayal or disharmony. So in a sense, maybe he's saying you topped those, you went over those, and those are things maybe that we understand there was a role they played in them, too, in terms of, what you've mentioned before about your childhood. So the other way that I think about that, though, could suggest that maybe they feel that they have that energy of the Queen of Wands in the sense that they saw themselves in their own superior way and in their own controlling way. And a lot of times that Queen of Wands to me suggests somebody that's so determined that sometimes they do not always consider others' emotions because of that sense of pride and determination, that real fiery wand energy. But those other things then would still apply in pretty much the same way, that there's this idea that those are the conditions that they set against you, but that you have in fact, succeeded over.
I don't know, this is kind of a tough one for me.
It is.
Because it is a challenging reading, but I do sense what it's the main thrust of it is that I don't know if your father is still trying to continue a conflict from beyond because he'd like to bring you down, but I feel that you have risen beyond this, you've risen beyond this conflict here, and that you no longer feel this power over you. That power is gone now, and maybe he's trying to reassert it again. So I would just suggest to do a lot of things to empower yourself, whatever brings you power. And I think, like, for example, you're wrapping, your jewelry, and, you're giving joy to others and being able to do these things that also can bring income into your life. I think that by you doing this, it may be why, he may be reacting, is because he still has this conflict, this going on.
And I like what you're saying, Mama T, because 13 should be every goth girl's favorite number.
Well, number 9 is my favorite number.
You're not a goth girl.
No, I'm not really. I'm not. I won't say I'm one of those white lighters, but doggone it, I am one of those light side of the year people.
And Divine, I see your question there. Thank you. And we will get to that right away as soon as we're done here.
Wow, Mama T, this is very strange. All right, there's your dad. Turn him up, yeah.
The gentleman or the man. Oh, the bouquet, right? So a gift.
What do you make of that after all of that?
Well, I still tend to think that
I have a thought.
that
Go ahead.
your first interpretation is the more accurate one, and that this could just be saying that from beyond the other side, There is something maybe they'll impart. Maybe the dream is a gift to you in a way, although it may not be a gift you want. I mean, I can sort of see that from what you say too.
I have a feeling here, and I'm thinking it's something that you kind of have to do, Mama T. You may have to do a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe a ritual or just a little working where, you give something to you burn something, maybe a piece of paper or something that says, I release you with love. I let go with no regrets. I move on with my life, and I wish you peace. In other words, maybe he is trying to look for closure, or maybe he's coming back because there is no closure, and you need to close it. You need to let go of whatever it is that you're hanging on to from your father, so that maybe these nightmares will come to an end.
I like what Banshee said there, and I sort of know of some things like that. And I'd say take a piece of paper, make it a good size, and take a pen with black ink and write or print your father's name on it. And then, because you said 13 is your favorite number, write over it 12 more times, a total of 13 times. Don't try to stay in the lines, just write over it, and then fold that up real tiny and then burn it in a candle, thinking what Banshee said, that you basically are releasing him.
Yeah, I can DM you and send you some words, Mama T, that you can use. But I almost think that this is saying that he needs something here. He's back because he needs something. And you know what? Maybe you feel you owe him nothing, and you probably don't. But the bottom line is you need to close this, and you can do it.
It could be that maybe there's a minor attachment of his spirit that maybe is also part of the environment around you, and that maybe causes some of the other effects that you feel.
Yeah.
So this would be, at least even symbolically, psychologically, a good way to make that break, even if that isn't the case, that there's a spirit around you like him.
100%. So that's what we have for you, Mama T. It was very interesting. Here. And thanks for the question. I hope that helped.
Well, it'll be your turn next time.
Oh, didn't I just pull those? I pulled the man in the...
But I shuffled him first.
I don't know how it happened, but I did.
You gave them to me to shuffle first, and then I gave them to you.
But that's not what we were supposed to do. You were supposed to pull them.
I know, but I don't know Lenormand, so I just thought we both shuffled them.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha.
I just didn't want to take more time.
I'm going to
All right, Divine, we have your question.
I know, it's always like that, isn't it? Too many. That's okay. Okay, so I have my Tarot, the Ancestral Path.
Do you have any peace in your life? Let's see what's going on. Let's just take a general pulse of what's going on here, Divine You, and see.
And we're starting to get excited because we are going to be reading cards live, we believe for the first time, as TFT, although we've read live many times before, at the Detroit Witches Ball in October, so there'll be more information on that.
I guess I'm a little nervous as time goes on with what's going on with the virus here, but of course we'll be masked and taking precautions. I'll probably get a booster by then, but I'm getting ambiguous advice from my medical team on that. So I have an appointment in early September, Zoom appointment, and I'm going to find out more, but why they didn't give me a straight answer, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I should get a booster, but I want to clarify it with them first. All right.
Back to you, Mama T. I do feel like that spirit is lingering there, so I think that could be something you're going to want to, do something similar to what we said, perhaps.
Yeah, we really wanted to branch out more and do this more, but with COVID, it's just been rough.
It's always fun to do that. We
and
haven't
we
really
were supposed to do a summer event, but it was canceled again this year.
Yeah.
So maybe next year for that one, hopefully.
We shall see. Okay, Divine Universe, this is for you. So we have the King of Wands, and that one is reversed. Excuse me. We have the Sun,
Now, how does that happen?
and the Sun is upright.
That just...
I know.
Let's take a look. I think our cards just want to challenge us today.
And then we have Judgment reversed.
So, I think, Divine You, to get some peace, some peace in your life, I think you have to stop worrying about maybe how other people are looking at you and judging you. There's this Judgment card here. Perhaps you worry, that your performance just won't meet standards, or you're constantly worried about, what is, how you look to others. And right here, that's how you look to others. Successful.
Right. To me, it's really clear that you are represented by the Sun in this spread, whether you feel that way or not. You are really a source of energy. Earlier today on my Thoughts from Thoth, I mentioned something about how the Sun means that you just radiate, and how you are standing in the sun and it goes everywhere. It goes to every corner, and so that even the things that are small that you don't necessarily think are in your notice, they're illuminated by your energy. And so with that King of Wands reversed, I think that says that maybe you don't feel as trustworthy or as magnetic maybe as people are seeing you, that you sort of have some doubts about your ability to impress, but you do have that. You have that. It's just sort of like a doubt within yourself if you don't feel you have that. So you need to reflect on the fact that you really do have those energies there. With Judgment reversed, you may be feeling what you've said too, that just there's lessons you want to learn. You want to bring peace. I mean, the sense of Judgment normally would say that it talks about having a peace, having understood certain things. When it's reversed, maybe it's the opposite. It's the idea that, as you've said, you doubt this again. It's really about these doubts, and it may be a harder process for you learning, to trust the innate that is there in the Sun. And I know it's a little vague. It is a little vague, this one. She agrees.
Well, the King of Wands is just... I just look at it in context here with these other cards, and I really get the feeling that it aligns with that Judgment reversed, that maybe you are being a little hard on yourself, maybe it's not, you're worried about what others are thinking, but in the process of that, you're really being harder on yourself than you need to be, because I feel that, you have shown that you have been moving everywhere you've wanted to go. It seems to have been working out for you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to do the Lenormand now. You are a beautiful and divine soul.
Ah.
Now, do I cut these? No.
We're going to have to do it. No, just take one from top and one from bottom.
Alrighty.
You can do it, Mr. O.
She's letting me do it.
I'm counting on you. Look at that. Now we've got the Sun in the reading and a star.
The star is my first card for you with the Lenormand. Isn't that sweet? And now I'm bowling the bottom. Oh, well, don't get too complacent, because it looks like something new is coming along. You have the stork.
just a minute. Just a minute here. Were we just doing something for you, Divine You, where we talked about this in a way? This is the transition you're about to make, and it is going to be positive and hopeful for you. This new move that you are making is very, very hopeful and positive. So
Yeah.
again, in even relation to your question, if I had to put this in regards to your question, is you are in the process of, like, I feel that maybe some of these doubts are going to start disappearing. I feel like you're going to take on a more hopeful tone, that the future is starting to look a lot brighter for you.
The last any number of months have been kind of a real ride for you, with a lot of things that just really went another direction. And you could easily have been very depressed or dismissive about what things were there left to remain. But this seems to me to say that rather than internalize those as doubts about yourself and your own capabilities, you have moved ahead. The questions that we answered for you earlier, you're taking that because that's you, and this is you too. And so this really says a lot of good stuff, just like what Banshee said is going to happen with this move.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we have for you. And Libra, we just did Divine You. There's 3 people in front of you after now that we're done with Divine You. We are moving to Angel
So
Rivera.
thank you, Divine.
Thanks again, Divine, and hope you enjoyed that reading. You've been getting some really stellar cards here. So Angel Rivera, you are up, and then Gina, Sile, and Libra Cusp.
Back to you.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you. See, that works okay.
It does.
All right.
Just
Choose a
gotta
time
remember
for
The Sunny Cam. Meow, meow, meow.
Sunny Cam.
You're welcome.
We got to give him his little day in the... There's your paw. Wave to everybody. Say hi.
You don't got his paw. Oh, there it
I
is.
did.
Yeah, you moved it. I see. I'm looking at that one. Are you froze? Is that screen froze?
Oh, I guess it is.
Did you pause it somehow?
No.
Ah, we're all over the place.
Oh, I guess I got to go out and go back in. I'm frozen.
That's funny.
Is anybody else having problems with their stream? Because that was
Mama T
weird.
said she froze at one point.
Yeah.
We're broadcasting fine. I see angels there.
Yep, I got
Yay,
the question.
Kitty.
Okay. Get a look at next week, especially since back in the classroom. Oh, yeah, with actual students.
Ooh, whoa.
I saw that today. Did you say you had your first reference interview in person? Is it my deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that today. A brief bit of buffering. Okay.
That's right. That's right,
Oh,
Divine.
that's sunny.
Well, I don't know if anyone remembers, but there were a couple times in our first few months where cameras got knocked over a little bit more often.
Well, as much as they try to get things back to normal, I know they talked about one school that opened here and immediately had to shut down because of the mass amount of cases they had of corona. And I'm talking about a high school. I don't know if it was a elementary or a high school. It's just a mess still. And I do think we will be updating some of our predictions soon
Yeah.
on where things are going with that and some other things we're working on. And then we've had protests outside of school districts, pro-mask, anti-mask, back and forth, back and forth. We're in crazy times. Okay, so we have first card, excuse me, it's the Four of Cups reversed. Oh, Now we have the Emperor reversed.
Which is another 4.
That's right.
And then the Moon reversed.
The Moon reversed. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Well, I feel as though things are opening up again. Things are on the move. The semester's beginning. And that's when we have the 4 of Cups. There's opportunities here, to move forward. There's probably some positive opportunity to move forward. Yet, you may find out what might be revealed by the whole thing is that things just aren't totally in control yet. There's just not a good handle on things going on, and I'm gonna guess it's the virus, but it's hard for me to say. I feel like maybe there's gonna be some reconsidering on how to manage things.
Well, you gotta wonder, Angel, if the deck is upside down or not. But I took a moment here just before I read that, and I said,
No.
the gestalt of this is more or less like just something really not cool happening here. It almost feels like it's just a real bad setup, a realization that something was not planned right, something was not able to be controlled. I mean, that's literally, I don't know what else I can say about it.
I know, that's why I keep thinking of the virus. The more we try to get back to normal, it just seems like the more struggle it is. But I feel like there's a revelation here for sure with the Moon reversed, and the Emperor reversed just indicates that, and maybe it's just what it is about, like you've touched on it here too, is a lot of people are concerned about this. And, will this be enough? Do we have enough standards and control to get back to normal again?
So my little ray of hope is that maybe that card, the 4 of Cups reversed, suggests that somebody realizes there is a better solution or wants to find the better solution.
It's possible.
And moves towards that. Or that there is a realization something has to change, something has to be put in place.
Right. Somebody might, that cup that's being offered might be, a way to try to regain this lost control. It's possible. Because that's the one silver lining in the reading, really. Not all reversed cards are negative, and I don't consider the 4 of Cups reversed negative at all. So, I don't know, you might have some different...
Not really, not always, no.
So me this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get some Lenormand for you, Angel. Yeah, I think everybody's grasping. I truly do, because there's no one standard everybody is following now, really. So everybody's doing their own thing, businesses and places.
Well, it's the reverse of that buck stops here thing. It's like leadership has to start at the top pretty much. So until I see that, I don't know. And it reminds me of so many other situations in our society where we just keep kicking the can away because nobody wants the Supreme Court or whoever it is to make a decision that a significant amount of people are going to say, oh, you can't do that. This calls for whatever.
I think you're going to find these 2 cards really interesting, Angel. All right, so the first card, we have the key. And the key is very important because the key just basically says, this is what you got to do. And the second card is...
the whip.
The whip. So what do we have here? I think the key to this whole thing is going to be taking aggressive, fast action. It may be actions that some people, and you know what? The other thing is that some people won't like it, but it has to be done. I feel like the whip here is saying aggressive,